1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. Hi.
3, 4, hi. I was ready this time. It's a fluke.
It's a 30 Tuesday miracle.
Yeah,
Welcome
they do
back
happen.
to
It's a
30
Halloween
Tuesday.
miracle,
Sorry.
actually.
It's a Halloween miracle. Hold on. I need to turn off my TV now. Now I'm the one who's not ready.
See? It's Freaky Friday. No, it's not Friday. Tuesday.
It's
It's full
freaky.
moon. Everything
It's
is
30
switched.
Tuesday. It's a full moon.
30 Tuesdays. It's what did you say?
I asked if it was I thought you said it was a full moon.
Oh no, it was 2 days ago. I thought you said I thought you asked if it was a full moon, and I was like, okay, 30 Tuesdays.
I don't know what that
Well,
means. Let's see
cheers.
what this says. Ooh. Cheers.
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 What are you drinking?
I am drinking Guinness Extra Stout.
Uh,
Got me a little pint.
oops.
Yep.
I am drinking a
Ooh, that's loud.
Bitburger. It's one of my favorite German beers. And I'll try not to tap the
Word to your
microphone anymore.
moms.
She brought it. Yeah, I had to upgrade to a proper size, adult size beer.
I hear that. Tonight. Oh, I'm Tanya.
Huh.
That's Nikki.
Sometimes.
We're also Queen of Night Terrors. And we're
Yes.
1,000 Eyes on One podcast.
And AK will be joining us soon. She's just finishing up with the boys,
Awesome.
which I did
And
finish finally.
oh, good. Can't wait
Yeah.
to hear your thoughts on it.
Mm-hmm.
But tonight we'll
Wait,
be
before we
hearing your thoughts.
continue, real quick,
Uh-huh.
which means that I accidentally watched because like it recommends new shows, so I accidentally watched Gen V or whatever it is, not
Like,
realizing what that was.
how much of it did you watch? Like all of it?
I watched the entire first episode, and then it like
Oh,
went to play something else, and I was really confused because I didn't know what I had just watched, and I was like, "Is this not the boys?" I thought that I was
I
confused.
haven't watched
Anyway,
Gen V yet.
oh, it was good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's on
Yeah.
my list. It's just I have so much stuff to watch. Tonight, though, we're talking about A Nightmare on Elm Street, my favorite horror movie.
Yeah, I really love this too. You know what? It's like we always do the one. We got season one budget wigs, guys. Sorry. Um, I always in like the 1-2 Freddy's Coming for You theme. I really enjoy, but I think the actual Nightmare on Elm Street theme is one of my favorite scary theme songs.
It's very creepy.
Mm-hmm.
I
And it's
do.
like
I
I
like
know it
it.
right away when I hear it. I watched Psycho
Kind of
the other
synthy.
day.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's totally 80s synth horror,
Yeah.
horrorcore, which I enjoyed. I did watch Psycho over the weekend, just cause, and I didn't realize that I knew that theme so well. But that's a really good horror movie theme too.
Hmm.
You just know, but the whole
Yeah.
thing is just like it's very beautiful. So check that out. Anyway, Nightmare on Elm Street. When's the first time you saw this?
Sometime in the late 80s, early 90s. Very young.
Did your dad take it to see it in a movie theater?
No, this one we watched at home. If you don't know, one of the first movies I ever saw in the theater was Die Hard in 1988, I think. Yeah, I was very young, and my dad took me to see it. So it didn't go well. It did not go well.
I
Um,
wonder if this is why you love John Wick so much. It was like ingrained on you to see violence on the big screen. You're
I
just like,
know,
oh,
and I watched John Wick so much with Sulu when he was a baby.
oh,
Ooh,
well, that tracks.
yeah, yeah. We
Yeah.
watched a lot of John Wick.
Hmm.
Um,
Wait, so were you young when you saw it?
yes, I was very young when I saw this. Um, way too young, and it, of course. What do you touch? Stop touching stuff.
I know. I'm sorry. I had to move things. Sorry. I'm like, I've got hoop skirts and ruffles, just rushing from trick or treating. Everything was chaos.
But you look great.
Thank you. I'm turning my mic down. Here,
Okay.
how's that?
I hear you fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw it way too young. It was terrifying. And to this day, it's a movie that like it scares me, not in the sense that visually it's frightening or, like the effects aren't particularly frightening to me anymore,
Mhm.
but the theme and like the idea of it is still
Yeah.
such a scary, scary idea to me. And I just love it. I
Yeah,
really
I
love
think
it.
I feel like the whole premise of the movie is brilliant. It's like well, for me, because it's always scared me, and I've had nightmares about it because I already have. I mean, Tanya knows this. I have like extremely vivid dreams. Um, they're all very much an adventure from start to finish. Um, and the first time I saw a Freddy movie, actually, I saw the fifth one first at a
Mm.
babysitter's house, and I'm sure my parents were not aware that that's what we were watching. Was it the fifth one? Maybe it was this. Yeah, it was the fifth one. It's the one where they find out that Freddie's mom was like a nun who
A
was raped.
nun, yeah, in prison.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think I was probably like 11, maybe somewhere between 9 and 11 when I saw that, and that thought terrified me because I had just recently learned what rape was, and I was like, "Oh my God." Um, and then I saw so yeah, that was stupid scary. Although I don't particularly enjoy that one. Then I saw the third one, which is my favorite of the Nightmare on Elm Street. And then I saw the first one. I think I ended up just watching it later on because I hadn't seen them all, so I watched them from start to finish. But I do really like the first one. Um, there's a lot of gaslighting that goes on, and I enjoy that in a movie.
Mhm. I think part of why I loved it is because it's like such core memory for me is
Mhm.
being afraid of this movie because
Yeah.
I saw it like young single digit age. And like this movie, um, Child's Play is another one that I saw when it came to VHS, I saw it, so I must have been like 5 maybe.
Wow. Jeez,
Yeah,
that's so
my parents rented
oh,
yeah, my parents
scarred
rented
for
it.
life.
Yeah, my parents rented it, and, like, I don't know, was it because it was called Child's Play or what, but
Probably. You're like, "Oh, it's for kids. They show it at
yeah, and
daycare."
they just, like, threw it on and, like, went on about their business and, like, the My Buddy dolls were popular. Maybe we should do Child's Play.
Mm, we could do Child's Play. I would
Yeah,
like to
so
do I would do you know what? We could do a doll like a whole doll Child's Play and Megan and a couple of the other ones in
Ooh,
that vein because there's a lot of good movies. I remember, did you ever see Demonic Toys?
mm-mm.
That's like a whole campy, all the little toys come to life. It's like remember that movie Toy Soldier or Small Soldiers?
Mhm.
It's like that except it's horror. Um, yeah. Yeah, I mean, and it's cool. I wrote this in our Instagram post, but like people like now when you watch Freddy, yeah, it's super campy. The effects don't really, they're not great. They didn't age well. Blah blah blah. He's super corny, but he had a whole generation shook. Like maybe two, like The Exorcist. Like you don't get to talk to your parents about The Exorcist because it scared the shit out of them back in the day. Like it's the same thing.
I
Freddy
read
was
The
that guy.
Exorcist also really young. I read the book,
Oh, I've
without
never read
seeing
that
the
one.
movie. Yeah, I read the book without ever seeing the movie, and the book scared me. So, I mean, I was also young, but still, the book freaked me
Hmm.
the fuck out.
I never read the book. I think the book would scare me more. There's too many
Well, I
fill
mean,
in the
because
blanks. What up,
yeah, I was gonna
Sean?
say, you kind of fill it all in yourself, and that makes
Indeed,
it
nightmare fuel.
really scary. Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
Freddy was literally a
Yeah.
nightmare.
Like
So,
literally. My sister wouldn't do the stream with us because she was like, oh no, 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 no.
no, this absolutely used to fuck me up. So what I found really interesting, I had watched there's a series, The Movies That Made Us on Netflix, and
Yeah.
they talked about this movie. And also it's in like the special sorry, my finger is it's like my trigger finger is itchy. I need to shoot something. Um
That John Wick.
I know.
Time.
Uh it's in the special features as well, but they talk about where the idea for this came from. I
Mhm.
don't know if you
Oh yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I remember
so
we talked
for
about
anyone
this
who doesn't
when we
know.
did what you call it last
Oh,
year.
right. Yeah.
Mhm.
So basically in the Hmong community, men kept dying in their sleep. And then there was one guy in particular who kept having nightmares, like screaming nightmares. And he told his family he felt like something was coming for him and he was trying to stay awake, and he had like a coffee pot hidden in his closet and like plugged into an extension cord, and he was not taking the sleeping pills his dad was giving him to try to get him to sleep. He was just staying awake, and then one night they were all hanging out, and he dozed off, and they were just like, "Oh, thank God he finally went to sleep." And they put him in his bed and left him, and then in the middle of the night they heard screaming, and by the time they got to his room, he was dead. And Wes Craven was like, "I need to make a movie about this."
Bitch.
And it's like, "What do you mean?"
Wow.
And like, when you're a kid, well, I don't know, I can't speak for other people. For me, when I was a kid, I had to learn that prayer. "Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the
Mhm.
Lord my soul to keep. If I should
I
die
die
before I wake,
before I
I
wake.
pray the Lord
Pray
my
the
soul
Lord
to
my
take."
soul take.
That prayer scared the ever-loving shit out of me as a kid because I saw it as like a very real possibility that I might die in my sleep.
Yeah, question. Was that where it ended for you?
Yes.
Oh,
There's a
see?
there's a verse too?
Yeah, because the Catholics, it continues, "Guard me, Jesus, through the night, and wake me in the morning light."
No, I didn't
And
know that
maybe
verse.
that would have made it less scary. Because
Maybe.
I was like, "Oh my god, I might die in my sleep and someone's gonna take me, but whoo, please just be my guardian and wake me up when the morning comes." Interesting. I didn't know they left off the last 2 lines in other
No, I never
faiths.
I never learned those last 2 lines. I had
They were
to
out to get you.
yeah, it was terrifying for me. And so, the other thing that makes Freddy so scary to me is you have to sleep.
You have to sleep.
You have to sleep, and that's it. And when you're asleep, you
Sleep
have
for a
no
chance to dream.
control anymore.
Mm-mm.
Have you ever been under anesthesia?
Yes, I don't remember it.
Oh, well,
I've been under, I think maybe like 3 times, and
you don't
I did
remember
like
it.
count backwards from 10. I was like, yeah, okay. And then it was like I got to 8 and I was out.
Yeah, I'm like 10, and then I'm waking up in a recovery room.
Hmm.
And knowing that you've lost that time, and one time it was for a surgery that I think took like 6 hours, and just knowing you've
Oh,
lost that amount of time in the blink of an eye to you,
hmm.
it's such a freaky feeling. Also, for some
Yeah.
reason, anesthesia makes me wake up with profound sorrow and sadness, and I don't know why.
I've read that. I remember when you told me that. I read up of it, and that's actually a side effect that's that's quite common.
Really, I
Yeah.
usually wake up and I just like cry, like I
My cousin
can't.
said her son. That's how he sobs uncontrollably. Queen Charlotte, bitch.
Oh,
Can I just say, Tanya, that your braids look excellent?
thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. I did
I'm
them
looking at them, they're like
myself.
it's like I'm beautiful.
I
Well
did
done.
them myself. My pumpkin spice braids. Thank you, thank you. I am wearing my Follow Your Dreams, my new favorite tee, which was fitting for tonight, and
Yeah.
my candy corn sweater. I
Yeah,
didn't
I'm
dress up
sad
for Halloween.
I didn't have enough time to do scary makeup because I was working, and then they were here and the kids were here, and then I was gonna wear a T-shirt that said Springwood High Physical Education Program, because that's a high school that, those kids went to in Freddie. It had slash marks across the front. But you know.
Thank you, fiance.
Thank you, fiance. Does your fiance have a name? We'd like to shout her out
Her
because she
name
sounds
is
awesome.
fiance. He's just
Fiance.
he's just showing off. He wants us to know he's engaged.
Well, then do it
He's
with two
like,
E.
my
Proper.
fiance.
Hi,
Andrea.
Andrea.
Hi,
Or Andrea.
Andrea.
Mm. Thanks for
Um,
joining.
so yeah, anyway, Freddy is fucking terrifying and I love it. And even though it's like now we look back at it and a lot of the things he says are super campy and super corny, like it was really scary. I mean, okay, yeah,
It
single
was really
digits definitely
scary.
scary, but it was really
Yeah.
scary back then.
I mean, I don't even think that it matters that it's single digits, because if they were to reintroduce, like, say there was no Freddie now, like before this, heretofore, there was no Freddie. If they were to introduce the concept of a killer who came into your dreams and, like, if you died in your dreams, you died, people would still be terrified.
Yeah.
I mean, look at how scary, like, not necessarily Megan, like, Megan is more of like a thriller, but like even with the new Chucky, where they like connected him to Wi-Fi and, and Bluetooth,
Yeah.
and like that is scary. And but you
Like
can turn
Alexa's
those things
coming for
off.
your ass.
That's why I'm polite to her. But it's like you can turn those things off, right? You can hide your location. You got, like you said, you gotta go to
You
sleep.
gotta sleep. My favorite Freddy movie is this one. And even though I've seen the other ones and like I've enjoyed them, this is the one that I rewatch all the time. And in my mind, it ends with this one. Like I never like
Okay. Well,
when
the
I think
second
of
one
the story.
sucks.
Well, yeah. When I
The
think
second
of the
one sucks.
story though, like it ends here and doesn't
Hmm.
continue.
I know that when AK joins us, she'll talk about the Nancy trilogy, which is this one. The third one, Dream Warriors, Sean, is also my favorite. That's my favorite one. But I did enjoy Wes Craven's New Nightmare because I liked, that they broke the fourth wall for that. And that was scary. Like, oh, we're just doing this movie, it was just a movie. And then all of a sudden he's actually coming for you in real life. I enjoyed that a lot.
I've always loved that trope too, where it's like,
Mm-hmm.
you're just doing this thing about the scary thing and then it's true. Oh my God. That's why haunted houses have always freaked me out, because I'm like, I just know there's going to be an actual killer in there. I just know it.
They're just hiding out, waiting for their
Yeah.
chance.
Yes. Haunted houses scare me for real.
Night.
Yes. No, really. Haunted houses actually terrify me because I'm
man.
I go into it and I'm like, oh, it's little things jumping out. But then I'm like, no, there might be an actual killer in here. And like, my brain just goes with it. And I'm like, nope.
You know what it is? Like, they always lose me at the chainsaw guy. As soon as I see the chainsaw guy, I can't do it. Like, oh, no, we took out the chainsaw. No, 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 no.
So one of our local precincts had like Halloween parade that ended in a Halloween block party, like outside of the police station. And they had
like a terror in and of itself.
It's a whole other kind of nightmare. And they had like a inflated haunted house opening, and you had to go through these curtains that was basically like black trash bag into the back of a police van, which in itself is, guys, come on. But anyway, it was for the kids.
Really trying to scare people.
Yeah, right. And I'm like, should I send my son into the back of this police van? But it was like they had the kids come in and they had candy and chips, and you could pick your candy and your chips, and it was like decorated, Halloween-y and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And on the way out, I realized Leatherface was sitting in the corner with a chainsaw. And you don't notice him on the way in. He's just in the corner, and it's on the way out that you see him. And I was like, oh shit. And my son was just like, got candy, because he has no idea who Leatherface is.
He has no idea who that is.
He's never seen a chainsaw before.
Dude, I've never seen. I remember, I never saw original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I remember in the early 2000s when they did the reboot, and me and my ex-boyfriend, we sat down. I was like, let's watch it. We'll watch it together, right? We sat down. I think I made it through 45 seconds of that movie. It's like the first, I've
never watched it.
Head with the axe, and I was like, I cannot do this. Like, there is no way. I've never watched
it all the way. I'm going to at some point. I just never have. AK's here.
Hey, AK. We're talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre because it's just so disturbing how we've never watched it, and I choose not to. Like, I didn't make it past the first 30, 45 seconds.
I don't think I ever watched that movie all the way through either.
Yeah,
nope.
It's terrifying.
I refuse. I refuse.
That's going to be a thing I do now.
Yeah, for me, it's a dating red flag. You love that movie? Oh, okay. Hard pass.
yeah, that probably would be a very quick assessment of someone.
Talking about our boy Freddy. One of the things yeah. One of the things I do love, which I feel like I talk about a lot with older movies, is the use of practical effects. Because practical effects, for the most part, end up holding up so well when it really comes down to it. And some of the things that they did to make this movie work, especially like they were it's a low budget movie. But some of the things that they did to make it work are just amazing. Like, the rotating room. They had a rotating room for when Tina gets killed and she's on the ceiling.
Right.
They just had like an actual physical room that some guy was cranking. And what's Johnny Depp's character when he dies as well, and they have the blood spraying up. It's all actually it was filmed upside down, and they had to like pin everything down, and it was just like 200 and something gallons of like fake blood. But it looks so cool.
Whoa, sorry. I
It
just
held
remember
up.
I had a dream last night that me and you went to go see Carrie.
I love Carrie.
Random. Been waiting to watch the new one.
Yeah, it's not that good.
Okay,
That
never
was the
mind.
one
Actually,
with
it's not good. Period. It's not good. The old one definitely holds up better. I think part of it is she's simply too pretty to be believed.
Excuse me. They do that
Like
now.
that's part of it. Like she's so pretty that you're
Yeah.
just like, but no, but it's just not. I don't know. It's missing something. Like she doesn't have the same awkward,
Sorry.
eerie.
I just read Sean's comment.
Oh, but it does. I was gonna say it doesn't have the same like that awkward, eerie like feeling she gives you in the original. It's
Yeah.
missing. It's
Yeah.
missing.
It's like, so it's not believable that she would be a misfit and ostracized because
Even
she's
like
pretty.
she's not a bad actress, but she doesn't give like creepy misfit.
Mm.
You know, she doesn't do like the bug-eyed, like like when you watch the original, Carrie makes you feel so uncomfortable, and
Right.
you
Right.
don't get that in the new one. You feel bad for her, but it's not that feeling where it's like, wow, you make me uncomfortable, and I don't want to be around you. So yes, some guy cranked the room, and everyone. I was watching some interviews about it, and the actresses were saying that like that was more scary than what was happening in the scene because they just kept
Mm.
thinking like what if this falls down, because like they had to build it themselves, like
Yeah.
the team came and
That
just
fear
built.
was real.
Yeah,
We're
they're
not
really
acting.
scared. Like they built this big box and put all this furniture in it, and some guy hand cranked it, and they just crossed
Yeah.
their fingers and hoped for the best.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I love the use of practical effects. And then as somebody who like works in video, just seeing like some of the times where they would like have them appear, like they do like trick videography, trick photography, like layering like different layers of video over, but and also animation sometimes.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, how did you guys like I do that in like After Effects and it's all digital. Like how did you guys do that? And how long
Even
did it
Freddy's
take?
face, it's like a several layer mask because they wanted
Yeah.
a layer
Yeah.
that shows like the muscle movement under the
Mhm.
burns, and then so like it's like several layers and also put on in pieces because you want his face to move, and but you want the
Right.
burns to look realistic. And so like, the amount of work that goes into it instead of like having the little reference dots, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The hours of having to sit and wait for that to be
Yeah, they said
completed,
his
boy.
skin was like
Oof.
raw all the time by the end of the day because of like how much they had to take back off at the
I
end,
Oh,
bet.
and that
Oof.
because it was
man.
so much work that he would take lunch and stuff like as Freddy because it was too much
Yeah.
work to try to free him.
I have a question, and well,
Mhm.
sort of related. What would you think about seeing a Freddy movie, like the actual, Freddy's backstory movie? Like not the, oh, this is why he's bad, the this is why we killed him movie. This is how Fred, like, here's this child murderer. Go.
I feel like that happened.
I feel like we saw a backstory about it, but we
Oh,
didn't really.
maybe, yeah,
So
that
yeah,
And we
could be
got
what it
like
was.
we
there
got
was
that
a
he
bit
was
of
more
backstory.
evil.
Yeah. When she
So
was in the got locked in the insane asylum. That's
Yeah, we
right.
all we
see
saw
that,
though.
but yeah,
But
right.
like a
That's
movie
because
where
he
like
was
there's this
he
guy
was
who's killing
evil,
kids and gets off on a technicality and the town rallies to
Yeah.
murder him, I'd watch
right?
that.
I
Yeah,
would
right.
definitely watch that.
There's a
Like,
real murder that like I can't remember. I don't remember where it was, but it was a small town. This guy that like everyone hated got murdered in broad daylight, and miraculously there were no witnesses, and like it was just never solved because there were no
I
witnesses.
think I've heard that story. Yeah, he was doing a whole lot of random fuck shit all the time. So once
Yeah,
somebody actually was like, you know
somebody
what, that's
clocked
enough.
him in broad
Somebody took
daylight,
care of his ass, and
and
everybody
nobody
knew
told.
who did it, but nobody's
Nobody
like, oh,
said
I didn't see
anything.
nothing.
So yeah, no witnesses, even though it happened in the middle of town in broad daylight. There were
Broad
miraculously
daylight,
no
yeah.
witnesses. So yeah, the town coming together to clap somebody is kind of, but I'd watch
Look, if
it.
you gotta go,
Yeah,
you
I
gotta
watched
go.
that, right? I
I'd
would
watch
love to
it.
see that. I mean, I'm not about the murdering of children and stuff, but
Well,
like I
no,
would want to see
but
that.
like it ending with like
And then making that pact to
some
be like, hey, we're
to
not
be
saying
quiet
anything.
about it, and like it ending with
Mhm.
like the birth of Freddy. So like
Right.
because we know where this is gonna end up.
Exactly. Why don't we
Yeah.
write? See, we just wrote the movie.
We just wrote the movie.
We just wrote the movie.
How crazy is it? Like,
Wes,
let's talk
hey
about the plot a little
Wes.
bit. How crazy is it that the parents banded together and lynched a guy?
I mean,
I don't think it's crazy at all because if somebody's going around hurting kids in general, but then you want to try that fuck shit with my child,
yeah.
you're lucky if the cops find you first.
And the whole like getting off on a technicality, or like somebody didn't sign a
Yeah.
warrant or something like that. I'm like, that's
We're in
a
the
very
right place.
small technicality to.
That is
I'm not-
enough
I
to
I won't
just
burden
outright
you
get
with,
you
like,
shot in the temple immediately. You don't even get
Can
to go
you
to
say that on
Azkaban on that
YouTube?
one. No, you have to die right now.
Can you say that on YouTube? I don't know.
Oh,
Guess we're gonna find out.
no. Next.
Sorry. I apologize in advance if there are repercussions.
That's I mean, we just talked about child murder and prison rape.
AK wasn't here for that part.
Sorry, Daddy. I'm streaming from my parents' house, and this is the only place there's Wi-Fi. And I told them that,
To
they're going to
not
hear
listen
things
to
they
anything.
Shenanigans
not to
will be
listen to
afoot.
anything, because all they're going to hear is what I'm saying, and there's going to be no context.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Ah,
But yeah,
happy
so
Halloween.
I love how she just casually is like, well, not even that casually, but it was
No,
kind of casual. She was like, yeah,
You mean
we
Nancy's
murdered
mom?
him. Yeah. She's like, yeah,
as if she were
we
not
lynched
drinking it away for the rest of her life.
She
I mean,
stayed
think about
having
it. If I were part
PTSD.
of a murder plot where I had to help murder a guy and I kept his knife hand, like I
In
would
my
drink all the
furnace?
time.
Why did she keep that?
I would drink all the time too.
I want to know too.
I don't understand why that was
Because
kept
they burnt
at
the
all.
house down. Like, wouldn't it have been a fun twist if it turned out that she was actually Freddy?
Or if was they just lynched the wrong guy and that's why he came back in their dreams. So it's like he got off
So,
on a
like,
technicality, but he was actually innocent the whole time, and the real killer got away, and they lynched the wrong guy, and that's why he
Wait,
came back
that's-
to haunt
and
their
he
children.
That's Scream.
He became the thing that they accused
I do
him
love
of being.
Scream. Yeah,
I watched Scream last week too, and I forgot how Scream is a really great horror movie.
I love
actually.
Scream. Actually, gonna watch it
Mhm.
this
It's like
weekend.
everything is really well done.
Brian's never
you're
seen
right.
it, and we were supposed to watch it, and we're gonna watch
He's
it. I know.
never seen it?
I know.
Oh my.
We're gonna watch it this weekend when he gets home.
I feel like
Even
throughout this
though-
entire 10th year of your marriage, you have to just put him
Been
up
a lot
on
of
shit that,
revelations.
like, come on.
I did just buy Christmas pajamas for him. So
Oh,
getting Christmas
this big
pajamas for the
deal.
first time is a huge deal. It
This
means
is
I
a
gotta come up with a
huge deal.
handshake.
Yeah, can you hurry up and do that? Because I can't have one with you until you have one with him.
I know. Don't tell him that that's motivation. He'll beat me. I'm just kidding. I'm
I'm
kidding.
not
He
watching.
won't beat me.
No. But I
Watch
told him
what
that
I
me and
say
you
on
should-
this channel.
This after saying in our last stream that he's the most nonviolent person ever.
He
Okay.
is, unless
He
it's mice.
is.
Unless it's mice.
I told him I want a secret handshake with him since you won't. I was
You
like,
should.
let's-
I'd be into
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
We're already a throuple.
It has to. Whatever happens, it's got to have that in it. It's got to have a scratch. Yeah. Anyway, high school's terrible for these people who are having nightmares all at the same time and not really talking about it. Like, why does Johnny Depp's character not fess up to having the same nightmare?
First of all, I wake up and like text you what I dreamt about if it was bad. And so if we had a shared nightmare, like we'd know immediately.
Immediately.
Totally.
Oh,
Totally.
here's a message from Sean to Nikki.
About who?
Read it.
Well, I mean, I know, but like, I've been trying to make a D&D character for like 2 years, so that does not help.
How is it taking 2 years, ma'am?
Because I get so overwhelmed by the choices. All I know is that I'm a gnome something. It was a gnome and something.
Just make more than one character. I have two.
I know. When you told me that, I was like, oh. So
Yeah, I
yeah.
have
Yeah,
two
you
characters.
definitely can.
I have the
Are you
character
gonna
I
have a
play with.
character making workshop? Have a character making workshop on like a Sunday morning, and I will totally come.
Sean, by the
That's
way,
awesome.
is an excellent DM, and I have so much fun playing D&D with him. And
I've actually
it was
been
a
missing
really
my
great time.
D&D group.
Yeah,
We haven't
you
played in.
you should play
goodness,
with us.
probably a year now. Yeah,
You
I'm
should
down.
play with us.
Shoot me an invite.
Sean,
Wherever I need to go.
post your DM information for it. Anybody who wants to join a campaign, because I absolutely love playing with Sean. Like there was one time where he incorporated Cards Against Humanity, and like
Oh, yes.
it was so
Say
fun.
less. Say
It
less.
got
I'll be there
wild
immediately.
out of control. Like, you know, we had like
Cards Against
post-nut
Humanity is
clarity
such a fun game.
potion and like instant nut potion. It was ridiculous. Yes, I'm about to go into a huge battle where I could possibly die, and so my other character may have to be dusted off. Hopefully I don't die. My team is all bards. I'm the only warrior in a team of all bards.
Oh my god.
I mean, if you hit someone with a lute, I'm sure it would hurt if you swing hard enough.
All I do is kick people because
But
whatever.
you have to get close enough to hit them with it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
enough.
No, I keep accidentally killing people when we play because I'll be like, yeah, I punched him in the head, and then I rolled super high, and then it's like the damage is like, oh, their head exploded, and I'm like, oh.
Wow.
Anyway, Sean, post your DM info so people can join you.
Yeah, AK, when was the first time you saw this movie?
First time, I want to say, wait, what year did this come out?
84.
84. Okay, I'm fairly certain it was in either 86 or 87 because
you also saw it too young.
Yeah. I was at my mom's house, not my mom. I was at my aunt's house, and me and my two cousins, R.I.P. Celeste, we watched that for the first time. And I'm usually very creeped out about spooky supernatural things, but that one didn't seem to get me. I don't know. I think it's just how Freddy carries himself sometimes. Like we talked about it when we did Dream Warriors. The amount of creepy dad jokes and nonsense that he pulls in. Like nobody
I'm your
talks shit while
boyfriend
they're
now.
killing you. Like right. Nobody talks shit while killing you like Freddy does. I don't know why, but even at that young of an age, the pettiness of it appealed to me. So
you know what it is about Freddy, I think, compared to some of the other like horror villains of that time. I'm thinking about like Jason and Michael, like they don't say anything.
Yeah.
They're just quiet, right? Like, Freddy actually talks, and yeah, a lot of his lines are terrible, but I feel like his taunting makes it like, you're gonna be coming after me and you're funny? Like, now I'm really terrified.
Playing Nintendo killing us.
like
why is Sean not joining us right now?
Sean, do you want me to send you the link so you could just come live with
No,
us? Because I will.
I mean, that would be lovely.
Text me your email address and I will absolutely send you a link so you can get on with us because you're funny and I love you.
This is hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I liked Freddy's quips because one, I saw it like super young. So, sorry, fruit fly. I saw it super young, and so like they weren't like dad jokes to me. They were like very scary. Like when he's like, "I'm your boyfriend now," like that freaked me out, you know. And like watching it
like,
now,
Tanya, why don't you have a boyfriend? Like, oh, Freddy.
Oh man, like I think they did very good with the subtle hints about his behavior towards kids, without saying that it was exactly that. But we still knew it was exactly that. Like especially with what was it? Not only the tongue through the telephone thing, but the bath time skit where he's
up
in water.
Legs.
Just, sir. I mean, I understand you, but can we not?
Really scary too.
Super
Super eyes
scary.
are closed. She has no idea that this knife hand just came up right betwixt her labia.
You know, and then the mom knocks on the door, it disappears, and she is still none the wiser.
I'm about to send
Seriously,
her
she does give her a warning though, and this is probably one of the only parents I think that I could say did try at least a little bit. She wasn't great, but she did say, you can fall asleep in there, so like don't do that, you could drown.
Yeah.
And what does Nancy do? Just 2 seconds later,
she's like,
falls
Mom,
right to sleep
in that 1980s bathtub with the sliding door.
Seriously. And she almost drowned.
One of those sliding doors once came down while I was trying to get out the shower, and it fell on me and sliced off part of my shin.
Oof.
Yikes!
As if shins aren't
bled
sensitive
a lot.
on just a regular.
There's not
day.
much meat there.
Yeah.
So it sliced me like to the white meat, and it just peeled off in a single strip. And
Oh,
Anya pastrami.
Right, like way to make it,
it was
worse.
like a euro.
Oh my goodness.
It was horrible. And
It puts
I'm
the
sending you
lotion
pictures
on the skin.
Yeah, it's stripped off like a
Oof.
piece of lamb from a euro.
Wow.
And
Goodness.
my dad like pasted it back on and bandaged it for me, and it was bleeding through really bad, but I don't know, my parents were weird. They never wanted me to get stitches.
If you sometimes in cases like that, and I only know this because my mom is extra and she literally made me and my cousins like learn all of the shit that she was learning in her nursing books while we were younger. If you catch it in time, then those cells don't die in midair. Well, not midair, but just from being exposed. You put it up against it, and it's still probably going to bleed.
Oh yeah, it's blood, but
coagulation will pull it back on there, so it will.
Yeah, it like stitched itself back together. I have like a very small scar. Like you can't tell that a chunk of my shin was hanging down. Like you can't tell.
Oh, show me next time I come.
That's so creepy to think about.
See.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it right now.
See, I appreciate that you just said that, Nikki.
Oh no, I always want to see gross stuff.
When I gave birth, one of the first things I did was send Nikki a picture of my placenta
without a warning.
No warning, no caption.
I just opened up my phone and it was a placenta in a bucket. And you know what's really funny is I never deleted it. It's still on my phone.
Mila has a copy too.
See,
every once in a while I swipe by and I'm just like, oh, it's a placenta.
Yeah, I just checked and I don't even really have a scar there. I currently have a bruise and a cut, which I don't have an explanation for. I don't know, but
that's
yeah, I don't
that's
even have a scar there. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, bathtub glove hand into the pum pum. That was
gross.
Like, was he gonna
terrifying
finger her? Like, sir.
Bro, like seriously, what was the goal?
Oh, and when I was watching the special features, so they had several versions of the glove. They had one that was sharp. They had one that was like plasticky or whatever, and they had one that was dull. And the bathtub scene, somebody is under the tub holding his breath underwater wearing the sharp glove.
How?
So some guy holding his breath with the sharp glove on.
Wow.
That could have went so bad.
I'm trying to figure out how they built that into the set.
Because
it's a tub.
They cut a hole into the tub and everything's raised, and they had like him.
So like just
hit on the other end.
His hand was up there.
Yeah, he's like on the other end of the tub, kind of underneath it, under the water, and then he pushes his hand.
Yeah, and I can see them cheating it with the sliding door. Yeah.
Interesting.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, practical effects always.
I told you I'm super into this movie. Anytime I see stuff about it, I watch it.
I mean, I think what's funny is that when I watched it, what's the name of the first girl who dies? The one who
Tina.
Tina.
The one who made the mistake of having sex.
Bro, I was so mad at that scene.
And what was her boyfriend's name, dude?
Rod.
Mm-hmm. Tina. Well, there it is.
And I didn't realize she was supposed to be 15. In my mind, they're like 17-year-olds. They were like 15-year-olds.
Yeah. I felt as I watched it, I felt that Nancy looked young. Like Nancy, I think out of all looks the youngest out of all.
I think because I was such an innocent teenager that I was like 15, and you have a boyfriend coming over at night.
Well,
yeah. I mean, they set that up. Her mom wasn't home.
I know. I told you I was a very innocent teenager. Okay.
I know, but
very innocent.
I won't say what I was going to say. Yeah, but I always forget about her. I always forget about her part of the story. Like she's the one who kicks it all off.
Yeah, she's the first one we see.
I mean, it comes off as if she's the star.
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
They Georged her.
Hey, Sean.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Welcome.
How y'all doing today?
Good.
We're
good.
great. Thanks for joining.
No worries.
Thank you.
I'm dressed up as Dad Man. I do that every year.
Dad Man, I love it.
Dad Man.
I love it. I love it. Well, since you're here now,
go to bed.
That reminds me.
I love the commitment to the theme.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized mine might be sleeping. They haven't come out here at all. Well, one of them has been melatonin.
You said something.
Hey, Sean, tell us the first time that you saw this movie.
The first Freddy? Oh man. Shit. I was like 8. I was 8. I watched it. My mom was home. She wasn't home. She worked overnight, so we stayed at home. And I watched it. I watched it every time it came on HBO. Watched the second one when it came out, Dream Warriors, which was my favorite. But yeah, the first one then. And I remember it scared me. And I had a dream that Freddy came into my dream and I made him sit down and eat soup. And then I was no longer scared. And I know we're not talking about Jason, but I also had a dream about Jason. Listen, bro, I can't swim. Jason came to see me in my dreams. I swam across 5 Olympic swimming pools.
I think in that situation, you would absolutely
just
do
learn
what you
on the
needed to
spot.
do,
You know what? I think that makes you a dream warrior.
You see
Facts.
it. You see it. You see it.
Absolutely.
So,
facts.
Wait. Let me ask you a question then. Has anybody else ever dreamed of Freddy?
I've
Yes.
never dreamed of Freddy.
It was almost a bit abstract when it happened. Like, you know, that old school claymation, how that looks on screen when people are moving around.
Yeah.
I don't know what started it, but I remember my dream looked like it was claymation, like that.
Don't they do that in Dream Warriors for a bit? Isn't there
They may have.
There's one scene.
They may
There's
have.
one part.
Yeah.
There's one part. Freddy, his arms grow. Yeah, there is one part.
Yeah.
There's one part that they
Yeah. So yeah, that happened, and I didn't see him exactly, but the feeling I got was I am about to be in a boiler room and I need to wake up right now. And luckily, because random dream things, I was able to snap myself out of it and I woke up.
Right, fandom descent. Yeah, my dream was in the boiler room. It was terrifying.
Yo,
I've never had
what's
a
good,
Freddy
little
dream.
bruv?
I've never had a Freddy dream. I've had other horrifying nightmares, but I've never had a Freddy dream.
Yeah.
Can I give a shout out real quick, ladies, if y'all don't mind? I was late because I was with fandom and DJ11 talking about the latest episode of Loki.
Oh,
And fandom has now joined us in the chat.
I
So
need to catch
appreciate
up.
y'all
I need
coming
to
over.
catch up in time for your finale.
Actually, where's Peter Griffin?
I know.
Where's
He's
Peter
always
Griffin?
here.
I know.
Well,
I need to catch up.
it is
with finale
Halloween.
too.
People have do
Yeah,
other things.
I do believe he has children, so he's probably with them.
He is a family guy.
Fuck them kids.
Also,
I told my friend that earlier today.
I took my kids trick or treating at like 4:30. We went
Yeah,
to the
look,
liquor
get it done.
store. Chipotle was giving away burritos, not giving them away. They were $6. Michael Jackson. Oh my God, I have been drinking boxed wine for hours. Michael Jackson wasn't
love me
giving
a boxed
anything
wine.
away, but McDonald's was giving away free ice cream. I have
Wow.
no idea why I said
I don't
Michael
make that
Jackson.
connection like at
I was
all.
trying to
I
make
don't
a
know.
correlation, and that
No, that's boxed wine
Man.
talking. I also left my keys inside, but sober Tanya was like, I don't trust wine, Tanya, so I'm gonna turn off the slam lock. And sure enough, end of the night, the door was shut,
Yep.
and I checked my pockets, had no keys,
Mm,
and husband is out of town.
yeah. I took my 3-year-old nephew. This is like the first time that he understood what trick or treating was, and he wasn't really about it. He went to the first house across the street. They had one of those inflatable things where you like walk through like tunnels, and he was like, he thought that was the coolest thing ever. He didn't want to leave, and I was like, no, come with me. So I finally lured him away to the next house, and like he said he can't really talk, but he was like trick or treat, you know. And they gave him candy, and he was like, more. And then after that, he was game for like every house until we got to a house that had like rocks in front of it, and then he was like, he gave his dad the bucket, and he was just like picking up rocks.
I got-
carrying them until somebody gave him a lollipop. Then he had a rock and a lollipop, and he was super happy.
I got Sulu dressed up in his costume, and then he was like, "Okay, take it off now." And I was like, "We haven't gone trick or treating." And he looked at the bucket of candy that I had to give away, and he was like, "Trick or treat's right here." And I was like, "Okay, solid point. But
Yeah.
no, we're gonna go
He's not
outside."
wrong.
Not wrong, but
Yeah.
we did go outside, and he was happy.
I came back, and my parents had the cauldron of candy, and the little one, he'd taken his little bowl, and he gave it to me because he still wanted to practice trick or treating. He saw the cauldron, and he looked at the bowl, and he looked at it. He just gave me the cauldron, the bowl, and he like took it and he walked away. And I was like,
I love it.
and then he brought
They
it to
know
his
what's
dad.
up.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say the end of this movie, I felt okay. So you know how it ends. Nancy has
Yeah.
tricked Freddie. She comes outside, and her mom's like, I think I'm done being an alcoholic. I just don't feel like it anymore. And then they all
Yeah.
get in the convertible, and they're like, "Bye, mom." And then the top comes on,
Yeah.
and weird Freddie stuff, and that strange doll that they pull through the window, and it's like really
Yeah.
bad effects. To me, the franchise ends there. Freddie won. Like in my mind, it ends
See
there.
that?
And Freddie won.
So
I'm always really disappointed with the ending, actually.
Yeah, because
I don't mind Freddie winning. Like, I would have been happier if they drove off and then the car started doing all the weird things, and they were like, "Okay, you got him that way." But the pulling the mom through the window
exactly.
thing, and then I think the whole
I mean,
line
it
about
looked
her.
really bad about her
Well,
not drinking.
I thought that she was still. I thought that it was a dream because she said that she was like, "I'm done."
Well,
drinking." I was
that's
like,
why
this is totally a
that's
dream.
why I think
That's
it is
what
a
I
dream,
thought
though.
too.
But that's why I think it is a dream, because of the almost cartoonish way she's like, they say you bottom out when you can't remember the night before. I think I'll stop drinking now. And
Exactly.
she's like, oh, it's so beautiful out. And I was like, okay, so this is a dream. And then of course, all the other stuff happens.
Definitely bottomed out
So
then.
when I watched the end of it, I'm like, okay, so Nancy thinks she won, but she's still in the dream. And Freddie wins.
Because it did have that kind of clear, clean dream effect to that scene as well.
And it's all foggy.
Right. It did
Yeah.
have that effect on it. It did have that effect.
Yeah.
So I've always interpreted it as like she's still dreaming. She thinks she beat Freddie, but she's actually still dreaming. And he's just so sinister that he's made it seem like, oh, look at all your mom's not an alcoholic anymore. Your house doesn't, like, there's no bars on the windows
All
anymore.
your friends are alive.
All your friends are alive.
Yeah.
But
that's what I question.
And then it's like, what's the explanation for 3 little girls in white dresses playing jump rope on the lawn? It's a dream.
Yeah, it has to be.
No kids in the neighborhood.
And also, I would like to know.
We never met all her neighbors, so
some of them could be weirdos who wear white
Nobody
and
else was out
jump
there.
rope in the yard. Also, I want to say that I do want to say that if I got together with my neighbors to compete to
Good job, Tanya.
Wait, the universe. What are you drinking? And AK, we need to know what you're drinking while Tanya recovers.
Do you really need to know? You should already.
Rum.
You damn right.
I'm drinking rum.
I'm Red Bull. What are you drinking, Universe?
I got orange juice and coconut vodka. So
interesting.
It's really good with pineapple juice.
The pineapple juice. It's like a pina colada.
Yeah.
That's a fiance for hooking that up.
Hey, Andrea, girl. I was gonna say, if I banded together with my neighbors to lynch somebody else in the neighborhood for the crimes they committed, I don't think I would continue living in the neighborhood, because I feel like it would be very haunting to look at everybody knowing what we did. Because I mean, they burned a man to death. They didn't like shoot him and be one and done. Like they burned him to death and kept his glove.
They locked him in there. They walked around. They lit gasoline. She's like, we brought it up the stairs and outside. We made sure that everywhere in that place was going to be on fire. And then we locked the doors. AK, quick sidebar. Have you been watching the new Goosebumps?
I have not. It is on my list, though.
It's good.
Say what you're going to say anyway, though.
I'm not going to say it. You should just watch it. No. Just watch it.
All right. We'll do.
I will say, though,
the way that whole thing ended, I feel like we need a couple, like maybe a 1 or 2 episode miniseries of how Nancy got out of that. Because the next time
out of that dream
is in Dream Warriors.
But that's why for me the franchise ends there and everything else is just like separate.
It's a
like
money grab.
everything else to me is alternate ending.
I'm gonna have to Google how well
I have a way of just like of compartmentalizing things that I watch.
But you know what? I could see that, Tanya, because even for me, 1 was so much different than every other movie as well. Like it's to me very, very different. Like I can see why you could say the story ends there because it got a lot more comical. Freddie was talking way more shit in the other movies, right? This one is more of a like,
everything is bitch.
Like, yeah, Freddie was wilding out in the movies.
Why you gotta say it like short? Yeah.
That's my favorite.
No, I you know what, for me, I think the second one is not even worth talking about. That's
I don't even remember.
I honestly don't even remember.
The second one is like where I think it's this thing. I think it's a thing they're on a bus or whatever. It starts on a bus. But for me, it's the third. It's the first one, the third one, the fifth one. I'll give a pass to. The sixth one because it's supposed to be the end, and then Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Those I like. I don't like Freddy versus Jason. Me and Tanya talked about this like offline. I don't hate
it's
it,
fanfic,
but I don't like it either.
And it's like, to me, again, it's just like a fanfic side project that like doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of the story.
Yeah, it's like for me, there's only 2 moments.
And I think they did it.
One correction: it's bad fanfic.
Well, yes, it is bad fanfic. For me, it's 2 moments. There's a moment where Freddy realizes that Jason is afraid of water. Awesome. Mm-hmm. And there's a moment where Jason comes back and Freddy gets this look and he's like, "Oh shit!" It's like that's it for me. The rest of the movie sucks.
Yeah, I will agree on you with that.
Yeah, trash. Dream Warriors all day.
Yeah, and also since you brought up Wes Craven's New Nightmare, now YouTube is still on the nonsense, so I won't be able to stream. So we'll shelve that, put it on the table until next year spooky season, and we'll bring it back out.
We don't have to wait though. Anytime you're ready to do that, we are ready to do that movie.
No,
let's talk about Nancy's dad.
I have beef. I have a lot of beef, especially with not even just the dad, but also with her mom. You assholes knew who this guy was. The minute she described him to both of you,
like not even telling you his name.
Known. Exactly. The mom already clued in and she still chose to not talk. The dad then came in. Hello, they put her in this hospital to do a sleep study on her. And she wakes up, scratches on her arm that were not there before, and they know that. Random ass hat, dirty fedora, which I don't appreciate because fedoras are awesome and I don't like how that looks. But the minute her mom saw that, again, the recognition was right on her face. And with the dad was
that's the hat of the guy I lynched.
And it's like, that it wasn't in there when they put your kid in the hospital gown.
Right.
Where do you think she was hiding it? They dressed her. They strapped her to this thing. And then it's like when the mom is sitting there in the room with the doctor and he's explaining like, oh, we don't know where dreams come from. And he's like, oh, the levels are normally like a 5, 6. And then they jump to 13. Hello.
But also like, you don't forget the guy you lynched unless you lynch people all the time.
Especially since she kept the trophy.
Like you don't you're not like, oh, did he wear a fedora? Like, no, you remember the guy that you lynched unless you lynch people all the time.
Might I just point out
that some people lynch people all the time?
I mean, I was going to say that, but I'm just going to say, might I just point out, and then you can think about the movie and get back to me.
One of the things that excites me to link this to another property is seeing in The Wheel of Time, getting more into Tel'aran'rhiod, the dream world.
Yes.
So many things about Freddy Krueger make me think so many things about Wheel of Time, reading it and reading about Tel'aran'rhiod, and we've only seen a little bit of Tel'aran'rhiod and Wheel of Time, but like so much of it from what I've read so far makes me think of Freddy Krueger. And so I'm really excited. So if you haven't yet, check out us talking about the Wheel of Time. We have a playlist here on YouTube. Shameless plug. But
that's what we do.
From as far as I've read so far, the things about Tel'aran'rhiod all make me think about Freddy Krueger. Yes, universe.
You got Halloween nails?
I have Halloween nails. I like to switch it up. I have candy corn nails.
Yes, for the candy
to
corn.
go with my candy corn cardigan.
And
And my
let's see that
bags,
shirt one more time.
my bags of candy corn,
Oh, I wonder if those kids love candy here.
and my inspirational shirt.
I saw that shirt earlier. I need that. That's a good shirt. That is a quality T-shirt.
I have another one with Michael Myers that says "Never give up."
I love that. That one is my favorite.
So
I
fitting.
love that shirt. I love
So
it.
fitting.
I love
I
it.
guess-
I'm so sad.
Sean, the link is in our private chat for you to find the playlist.
Oh, which one is that one?
Oh, I haven't even been looking at our private chat. What y'all
Ah.
talking
It's
about in there?
the spooky season festival with all of our short stories from.
Oh
the
no,
writers
you should
group.
drop that in. We should drop
Drop
that
that in the
main
main
chat.
chat.
So actually, you know what? I'll drop it in the main chat. AK, you tell them what it's all about.
Yes. Okay. Well, I think we talked about this a little bit when we did Beetlejuice, but for those of you that were not here and were not listening to that outside of the chats, Nikki had this idea after we did a writing workshop together, and she was like, "Yo, AK, I'm doing a thing. You want to come?" I was like, "Yeah, I like things." So I came in, and we've had some really good sessions in our meetings. So I had an idea for the spooky season, and I proposed the idea, and everyone totally jumped on board. And it was really freaking awesome that everyone came through and did the thing. And Tanya also helped out with that because she voiced the intro that we had for all the videos. And it was my tribute to Are You Afraid of the Dark? That was on back in the day. If you watched Nick at Night in the 90s, it was one of my favorite series. And they've done a couple, not redos, but more continuations recently that I have also enjoyed. So we have, I think it was like 7 or 8 different short stories that were posted on my channel with all of our writers group were authors that did those things. And I did them to the tune of 2 Sentence Horror Stories. Those were the prompts. So we had some really good ones, and we just finished out the season with Nikki's story, and it's called Still Life, and I think it's probably in my top 3 faves of what we did. So yeah, we have some very talented people in our group. So yeah, I was really happy everyone came through and did the thing, and we're doing another one coming up.
Another one
that is Christmas themed because we all loved it so much. So we're gonna keep it going.
I would like
So
to
if you haven't subbed to me yet, stay tuned and you'll find those vids.
I would like to say, as the voice of the intro, that I didn't get to do all the things I wanted to do because I simply didn't have the time. But I had
FDK.
TNG. I had some really. I'll put it in the private chat.
I can't stand y'all. I can't stand y'all. And I say that with all the love in the world.
I had some really cool like synthy ideas because I have all this gear in front of me that I didn't get to use. All I did was just record vocals and send them to Nikki, but I had some like really cool plugins I wanted to use, and I wanted to put some I have this oh, it's not out here. I was going to show you the synthesizer I have. It's not out here though. Well, I had such ideas. So next time,
you can do it for Christmas because
next Halloween.
As it so happens, right?
Yeah,
already got us into doing this again for Christmas. So
yeah,
exactly. Be tapping into you.
I hadn't had a chance to talk to Tanya yet today, but this is what one of the things I want to talk to you about helping sound design the Christmas ones, because Tariq and Joel, I'm also tapping, and I had so much fun sound designing mine that I was like,
dude, and I think that's one of the things that I really liked about yours is all the sound design that you put in. And it like I told you earlier, it took me a sec to figure out exactly what was happening in the story, but once it did, I was like, oh my god, that's fucking genius. It was
just great. Like shameless plug real quick. My goal with this story, AK, was I've never written anything that you'd have to go back and reread again to like be like, oh, right. Like I feel like if you watch something once, you read something once, you're like, okay, whatever. Then you go back, you're like, how did I not see this coming? And that was my goal with the story. So,
and I think you succeeded now.
Yay.
I definitely think you succeeded. And again, huge thank you to you and shout out to our writers group and Tanya for making it happen. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Real quick, Freddie's dad. Nancy's dad, the cop. Let me ask you a question. Tanya, you have kids. Sean, you have kids. If your kid said, "Hey, mom, I'm having nightmares, please," or "Dad, wake me up in 30 minutes. I need you to come back here in 30 minutes," because would you go back and check, or would you be like, "Hey, stranger guy that I work with person, if she comes out here crying, can you let me know?" Shoot me.
I mean, considering it's not like she did that every night, I probably wouldn't have left at all.
That part.
I would have said,
"Shut your ass up."
30 minutes.
Oh.
There you go. And you'd have been
it's almost a cool continuation, because when we did Dream Warriors, this exact situation happened.
Everyone just gets gaslit.
Yeah, exactly. And that's all that happens. No one's believing anything until it gets to that very end scene. She's yelling for the deputy to go get her dad, because hello, do you not see what is going on? The windows
My
are
house
broken.
is on
I'm
fire.
Screaming for help. My house is on fire, and your bitch ass
Not
is
only
hesitating to go get my dad.
Not only that,
you told the coroner to bring a mop.
That was sick. And I feel like that
Bruh.
could have been missed so easily.
Yeah, when they brought the stretcher,
when they bring the
"No,
stretcher, you don't need a stretcher, you need a mop." And I was like, oh, can you imagine his mother overhearing that?
Seriously.
Just one of the things that always tripped me out is like, oh my God, we're like completely at time, by the way. But
your kids are sleeping, we're good.
Fuck them kids. He sees Freddie on top of the mom, strangling her while on fire. He throws the blanket over, pulls it off, sees the mother's very badly burned and charred body, and watches it sink into the mattress with this ghostly light around it, and then suddenly the bed is made and clean. How have you not pulled your gun out at this point and start waving it around the room?
I mean, and that again is why I said I got beat.
Like right when Nancy got pulled off the side of the road, when Rod pulled Nancy off the side of the road, he was like,
right. What were you about to say, Universe?
Nah, if I saw that, I put my gun away. I'm walking out. I don't even know. Nothing.
Fresh pens, please.
Like, because it's like, how do you explain that? How do you explain that to somebody, knowing what you're saying, and then expect them to believe it?
You know how they have all those like Instagram memes and stuff where it's like, oh, there's a spider in my house, and they're just like, whatever, it's just a spider's house now. You like they have their suitcase and they're leaving. Like that's kind of
that's their house.
Yeah,
I think with that, I'm sorry. I think with that situation, he is in a very unique area to where if you explain that, people are gonna know.
But also, we don't
because this legend has been traveled down.
But we don't get to go back to him after that. You know what I mean? We don't get to see like what the fuck happened after he witnessed that. And it's like, okay,
we get to go to Dream Warriors where now he is an alcoholic.
Which,
that's right.
I mean, after I was done wiping the shit off my legs, I'm pretty sure that like I would just tear my hair out and just go screaming into the woods and never to be seen again.
Yes, Tanya, give me that sample.
What? See, that's another beef that I have.
Screaming the bone and mashing her teeth.
There's a screaming on a morning and a gnashing of teeth.
You know, at the beginning,
I probably just woke up the baby.
You know what? I will do that. At the beginning of this, though, just to backtrack because I wasn't here, the dad, everything goes down with Tina and whatnot, and Nancy says, "No, Mom, I'm about to go to school. I can't just sit in here. I need to make myself busy." So she's on the way to school, and what's his name grabs her.
Rod.
And then Pops comes up because it was a sting situation, and they were meant to be following Nancy. But then his gaslighting ass looks at her like, "Why the hell were you even not at home in the first place? What the fuck do you mean? You made this whole operation because you knew that he might try to contact her, but you mad that she was here?"
Right, that it worked. I was also mad at her though when she jumps in front of the gun. I'm like, girl, shut your ass up and move out the way. What's wrong with you? What if he did kill her? You don't know.
Fair enough.
I mean, I have personally never walked in on my friend's body shredded with blood splattered on the walls and the ceiling and
But that was
pouring
just
onto
my
the floor.
period.
Right. That was just when Nikki was on her period. So I was like, oh, okay. Sorry, Nikki. I didn't know it was, wolf time. Werewolf time. Yes, and then I just picked up her unconscious body and laid it on the bed, put some towels underneath.
I woke up the next day, I felt fine. After a transfusion or two.
Yeah, so I can't say how I'd respond to that, but I don't think that I would immediately be like, there's no way he did this.
I mean, given how sketchy he has seemed from the beginning, it's a fair assumption.
And the room was locked. He was the only one in there. He's gone through the window when she comes in, like he's just gone.
Yeah,
and the glass isn't broken, so nobody broke in,
Right, this broken from the inside. So it's like, okay, maybe you have your doubts, but I'm not jumping in front of a gun to save you. Like
exactly.
And this is why it reminds me of, because having watched Scream right before watching that, I was like, oh, here we go again. This is like, they took so much from Freddy. They got those alibis.
Yep.
I love Scream. We should do that.
We should just do.
There's so many movies that came about because of how successful this franchise was.
I wouldn't buy Freddy's glove because I feel like it would bring a haunting into my home, and I already have enough ghosts here.
That was exactly
Craven's new nightmare.
yeah, literally, actually, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Oh, what Scream?
Random said skip Scream 3.
I would do all of my vegetable dicing and everything with those gloves on.
I mean, but see, I feel like because
and then you'd like your vegetables would scream as you're putting them in the oven.
But then,
I just realized that Freddy is just evil Edward Scissorhands.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
You're not wrong. You are absolutely not wrong. But shout out to Eddie Scissorhands.
It's actually what would have happened if a homegirl never came to visit him.
Right.
That's what happened. Yeah.
Could have been.
Even though she lived down the hill the whole time. Which we talked about.
Like, and then I never saw him again. Like, bitch, he was upstairs. What do you mean you never saw him again?
You know what?
All right, now see, I feel like it wouldn't just end in cutting vegetables, though. The glove would somehow possess whoever it was wielding, and you would eventually become a serial killer.
Yeah, so I was at this.
Yeah, just go with that. Okay.
Yacht party.
He's like, yeah, well,
I mean,
it's cool with me.
Guess I would.
I knew what I was buying.
I suppose if it's the right people that you're going after, like it would need to be a Dexter caliber type of character for me to say, okay, continue.
I couldn't wield that kind of power.
Wait, if I'm possessed, am I killing people in their dreams, or do I do it out in the public? I'm in the dream.
I think it would be like I believe I want to say it was part 2 of Nightmare on Elm Street with the kid that Freddy was possessing and doing those kills with. So I think possession.
Oh yeah,
valid.
That one's.
I couldn't have that kind of power because I'd be like, Amazon delivered my package upstairs instead of to my door.
My Uber driver gave me 1 star.
Right. I'm gonna find him. It would get ugly real fast. Like today when I was ordering my bacon, egg, and cheese and I said salt, pepper, hot sauce. And then he goes salt, pepper, ketchup, hot sauce. And I was like, I never said anything about ketchup.
Where the hell did you get ketchup?
Never said anything about ketchup. See? And then I'm a slicing. Oh my God, have you guys seen Scary Movie? I'm a slash and gash, cut another hole in your ass.
See, can I put that on the list for us to cover next spooky season? Because I love that series of movies.
Scream and Scary Movie would have to go together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm gonna learn that whole rap.
Please. Hold on.
Please.
Cut
another hole in your ass.
Hold on. I'm gonna add that to our list right now so I don't forget.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Also, can you put like an asterisk or maybe a bullet point under that is to do all of the parody movies? Like, I Still Know What You Did last summer while drinking your juice in the hood.
Some of them, we did that one for Black History Month.
I can't remember things, so 1 second.
We did
do say Scary Movie and Scary Movie.
We did do
It's
Don't
great.
Be a Menace back in February.
We
Go
did.
watch it on our 30
Yes,
Tuesday
yes,
playlist.
that was a fun.
I
But
did
you know what we
not. I did
realized?
not love a lot of those
Yes.
parodies though.
Yeah. I was gonna say, because for Black History Month we did a bunch of those movies, but maybe we should consider just doing a weigh-ins month, because we did a lot of them, but like there's a lot of weigh-in stuff that we could do.
Yeah, because we did. I'm gonna.
Although I
Get You
haven't
Sucker.
seen the new one. What is it? The new one? It's like Haunted House. The new one. I
A
haven't seen
haunted
it.
house. That it's not exactly new. It's actually probably about a decade old now.
Oh, I saw him.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay.
So, yeah. Look it up. It's I know what you are. I like the first
Yeah.
one. I don't remember if I watched the second one though.
The second one was weird. The second one was good. That's the one with with little hand.
Yes, the strong hand.
Oh yeah.
After the second one, it was just all kind of shit. But that's when they
it was shenanigans
because they stopped using the Wayans brothers.
Yeah,
And I feel
exactly.
like
I like the third one after that because that's the one that had signs in it. They did.
it lost me after the second one, and the second one to me was funny, but it wasn't as good as the first one. I really feel like
That's
the
it.
first one was a masterpiece.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was for me, it was up there with I'm Gonna Get You Sucker as far as like even the background gags,
Mhm.
Like so
Oh, I
much
love a
thought went
background
into
gag.
it.
Oh, them
Once
metal
they
going
stopped
with
using the
jacket.
Wayans brothers, it was just like fart jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's exactly like when Game of Thrones cut George after like season 4. I am still upset about it. Y'all don't judge me. It just is what it is. Accept it.
Real quick Game of Thrones thing aside, because we are 1,000 Eyes on One. I don't know if you guys know, but I discovered, or as they say, I was 2 weeks ago old when I discovered that there was a whole thing called Game of Zones, and it's basketball players and
so
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
no, yeah.
I can't
Why
believe you
didn't I
didn't
tell
know
me
if
about
I
this?
knew.
Right.
I
Yeah,
texted your husband, and
you
he
gotta
was
get
like,
up on,
"Yeah."
on your get up on your extended lore there, Nikki.
I had no idea. I was laughing.
I just
so
happened
hard,
to
even
see
though
it on
was
the
several
screen
seasons
while he
old.
was watching something, and I was like, "What's Game of Zones?" And he explained it
Yeah.
to me, and I was like, "Oh," and I just assumed it's something you would know.
I
You
had
love
no idea
basketball
it
and Game of
existed.
Thrones.
I was like deep in the like the HBO wormhole when I.
Okay, I was just about to ask you to highlight that. Yes.
Yeah,
you are
yeah.
correct, Jackie.
We know, Jackie. We don't even talk about
Yeah.
it anymore.
It's like,
We're pinning all our hopes on
Started
House of
off
the Dragon.
Started off well.
started off
Great
fucking
middle.
fantastic,
Had a great middle.
and
Yep.
it was just straight doo doo at the end.
Yeah.
Doo doo on a
Indeed.
plate.
That literally could be a whole
Parsley
last
sprinkled
other
on it.
series of streams.
No, we've committed to not hating on it. That's what we said.
Oh yeah,
said
we
we're not
did.
gonna
We
do-
did a best
we're
of.
not- we did a best of, and we're not doing hate streams on that show
This is
'Cause
not
why-
because we refuse to acknowledge it.
It's a truth stream.
It is a truth stream.
No.
However, we're like, you know what? We'll talk about things we like.
If you don't have
I
anything to say,
can I
What's his name?
posit an idea? I would like to. There was a series I started a while back on my first channel before YouTube also did shenanigans, and it was cut. There's a series I came up with called "They Deserved It." I would like to debate and get thoughts on characters that we all think were ridiculous, and
Well, we have
was
been
the
talking about
judgment on them actually good or not?
We've been talking about doing a drinking drag for some time because I've been
Yes.
saying for
We
years
have
that I've been saying for
Yeah.
years that Hogwarts should have lost its accreditation like way
You know
long
what?
ago, long
I
before
think
Harry
when me
Potter
and
got
Nikki
there.
were talking about that, she mentioned,
Yeah.
you have
That
a lot of
I
thoughts on
specifically want to drink and
Dumbledore.
drag Dumbledore.
Dumbledore is at the top of the list.
I
And
want to
for
beat
me,
Dumbledore's ass.
like Dumbledore,
I'm
and
here
then the
for it.
Sex and the City. What is it? And
How
what's
did
the-
they
what's
get a season 2?
What, and just like that show?
And thank you,
Yes.
and just like that. I just like I haven't watched.
I
the second
haven't
season
watched
because
it.
it drags me in, and I get mad at myself that I'm like watching it because I'm like, but I would love to hate drag that one because
Yeah.
I mean I will drag the whole show because we'll talk about my philosophy about that show.
You know, it's a
another
good
time.
show.
Fandom, you are correct. We needed a new
What?
headmaster a long time ago. Yeah.
What was that universe? A good show to hate
No.
watch?
I hate watch. Y'all ever see Slasher on Netflix?
Slasher?
Yeah.
Slasher?
Mm-mm.
No.
Good show to
What's
hate
Slasher?
watch?
Oh,
Let me write that down.
And then, but a terrible. I mean, like, yeah, the season 2 kind of gets a little better, and it's not as good to hate watch. But season 1, great hate watch.
All right. So next time I take an edible and I'm just irritated.
Ooh.
No, I get very easily irritated if I take edibles. It's like not good. Like people start talking to me and I get really angry about it.
Yo, I was thinking. Who told you to stop me from thinking?
What you over there thinking for, Sean? Like I was with Nikki one night and her friend was having like she was catching up with Nikki's sister because they hadn't seen each other in like a decade. And they were having like a very normal amount of conversation. And the whole time I was like, if she doesn't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna fucking scream.
What the hell is wrong
like
with
noise.
your mutant X gene, Tanya? That's not what edibles are supposed to do, man.
I'm just not built for THC is the problem. I'm not built for it at all. Like I'll sit here and I'm like, people are talking and I want to kill them because
I've
why
seen
are
her.
they
She
talking?
just looks like she just like wants to sink into the couch and make everybody disappear at the same time.
Yeah,
it's just like,
why are you trying to banish everyone to the shadow realm?
That's exactly what I want to do. I'm not built. I'll keep drinking my boxed wine and my Guinness because I'm not built for THC.
Guinness.
Not everyone is. I understand. Bewitched. Jackie, are you suggesting that we do that for Dirty Tuesdays?
I love Bewitched. That used to be one of my favorite shows when I was a kid.
I actually watch it often.
The nose one or this one?
The nose.
That's how I dream of
this
Jeannie.
one is I Dream of Jeannie.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the nose, and she could actually move her nose.
Sam's when Sam did the nose thing, that sound, that's one of my tones.
I hear that in my head all the time.
And she could actually move her nose. I always thought that was so cool.
Matter of fact,
I can move my ears.
You could do that.
Yeah, I can move my ears.
I haven't mastered the ear thing yet, but I'm very close. I've been practicing for years.
Wait, I think I do it better on this side.
You'd have to get in closer.
Yeah, you got to like zoom in your camera.
Well, you can't see it.
Yeah,
I remember I think it was a Halloween trivia for Citadel trivia. I put on like can you recognize this witch or something like that? And Sam's mom was one of the ones that I used because you want to talk about not giving a fuck if it was a person, it's her.
Yeah.
she did not care anything at all about what she said to people, and I loved it.
Yeah. She like inspired Elena Tyrell, you know?
Facts.
It's like same vibes.
Absolute facts. Here for it.
All right, guys. It's 10:18.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts and a rating?
A gift and a trick. A charm and a trick.
A charm and a trick.
Oh, damn it, I forgot.
So, Sean, we're going to play a charm and a trick. Charm is basically the wish you ask for from a genie. Nothing crazy. Don't ask for world peace.
Okay.
We're not
ask
doing
for
that.
A charm, and your charm will come with a trick. It'll be granted.
Magic always comes with a price.
Magic always comes
and
with
after
a price.
that, we'll ask you to plug stuff.
Cool.
All right. Who wants to go first? AK or Universe?
Nope, I will go last.
All right.
I guess
I'll go first. Wait, I don't have it. Let me think about that. I don't have one. Let me think.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Are we all allowed to choose a trick for everyone's prompts or not?
Yeah,
I'm down with that. Yeah,
okay.
We're all here.
Pick a charm and you'll get 3 tricks or 3 different tricks of whatever.
If you're lucky.
I'm gonna highlight Jackie C's comment. He's in Canada.
Oh,
my sister lives in Canada.
Yeah, he's in Canada. You know what that's all about.
I guess I would ask for. Let me see. I could always get a first wipe, clean wipe.
A first wipe, clean wipe.
Yeah.
Like when you wipe something, it's instantly clean.
That's not what he's talking about.
Wipe.
Oh, so it's clean in one wipe. Okay.
Yeah. So why y'all thinking of tricks? You know what my fiance told me that bugged me out. She said, and it fucked me up. If shit got on any other part of your body, would you just use tissue to wipe it off?
No. You'd hop in the shower.
Oh, this was her pitch for a bidet. So she said, "Yeah, we get a bidet. Like you would never use."
No, it makes sense.
I would 100% support that.
I mean, I change diapers. Well, not all day anymore because he's at daycare 10 hours a day. But I don't just use a tissue. You know, sometimes he gets thrown in the tub. All right. First
I
wipe.
got it.
Oh, you got a trick?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
The first wipe's gonna always be clean. It's a clean wipe, but because of that, you'll always have a splotch on your back right butt cheek. That's like dripping out of the seam.
All right. Do you have a trick? Because I have one. AK, do you have a trick?
I'm going to say, let's see, the first wipe will be clean, but every time you have to do that wipe, you end up bleeding.
Jesus Christ. I was
the
gonna
toilet paper rips apart.
I was gonna say first wipe, clean wipe, but you'll get a shoulder cramp. But then I changed my mind. First wipe, clean wipe, but you'll never be able to trust your farts.
I like that.
Oh my God, the PTSD that accompanies that.
Oh, what'd you say, Universe?
Yeah.
I said I'm almost living that life now, so you know.
Yeah. I changed mine. I changed the first wipe is always clean, but the toilet paper will always rip.
But oh, bro.
Yikes.
Oh, I didn't get it all out, man. This is
Mm-hmm.
First wipe, clean wipe, but it takes all day. That's horrible. All right. Who else wants to ask for a charm?
I want to eat all of my nephew's Halloween candy without getting cavities.
All right. Let's see. Anybody have a
I
trick for her?
think that's easy. You can eat all of your nephew's Halloween candy and not get any cavities, but you will throw up after each one eaten.
Damn.
Ew. That's so mean.
That's horrible.
Payback, damn it.
mine.
It's your fault, Tanya.
I guess mine. So after you throw up, there ain't never gonna be no water around to rinse your mouth out.
Ooh,
Oh,
diabolical.
I wish I was
Worse than
wearing
mine.
pearls
Holy
so I could have
shit.
clutched them.
Okay, well, you know what? Just on the strength of that, 50 points for Slytherin. Holy shit.
All right.
Damn.
You can you'll eat all the candy, no cavities, but you'll get a migraine.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's not good either. Damn.
candy is now.
I feel like
fake.
that's worse than the vomit mouth.
Oh yeah. Is it
I just got prescribed. Yes, I just got prescribed new
Migraines are pretty
medication for
horrible.
migraines. They're terrible. Like, I've never wanted to come closer to death except on my period. Jackie, you need to join one of our streams.
Right.
Why aren't you here?
I mean, I feel like
Again.
gingivitis is easier to treat than cavities, at least. But damn, the bleeding, you
Again,
be bleeding,
yeah.
bleeding gums, Nikki.
Look, Jackie is one of the OG folks of my chat rooms also, and I've been chatting with her a few times about getting her on stream. So again, Jackie, look,
But-
hey, you're being called up, ma'am. The Raven has been sent.
You have summoned, but you know what? You can, and you don't even have to be like live on video. You can just put that little picture.
Right, you just have an avatar. Look, I'll make it real simple. Boom.
All right,
You
my
just be like
charm.
that the whole time.
Oops.
All
My
right.
charm.
Mhm.
My
Okay.
press-on nails will not pop off until I want them to.
Mm. Until you want them to,
Mhm.
that's tricky.
Oh, I'm
Your
frozen.
press-on nails will not pop off until you want them to.
Mhm.
But whenever
But-
you put them on, you get the same size nails on your toenails.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh
Damn,
my
that
God.
okay. I feel like I need to tweak mine now because that was
I
hilarious.
know. 'Cause I was gonna say that, but you're never gonna find the right sizes in your press-on nails. Like I can never find the right sizes. It's just like I find one
Okay.
that fits this one and but this one never fits. So let me think.
Am I
right,
frozen
so-
for anybody?
You
You are
are
absolutely
yes,
frozen.
but you're
Okay.
you're frozen
But
on,
it's
on
really
a good face
cute.
though.
Right.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
screenshot that
Somebody
real quick.
screenshot that real quick.
Everybody smile.
Nikki, again, can you get out my
Can I-
headspace, please?
I want to
don't
refresh,
appreciate
but
this.
I don't want you guys to do your trick yet. I'm gonna refresh, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll wait.
That gave me time to think.
Right. Yeah. I think I have my rebuttal for her. Wait. Are you there?
Everything just crashed for a second. I haven't even refreshed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're frozen again. But while you're listening, hopefully before you cut out,
Oh, look at Freddie on your shirt. So proud.
You'll have the press on nails. They'll be awesome, and they won't pop off until you want them to. However, they will grow along with your real nails, and they will become ingrown nails.
Oh, evil. Okay, I'm gonna hit refresh real quick. Hold on.
Wait. I want to go.
Oh wait. Okay.
They'll pop off when you want them to, but you'll get that nail cuticle bed fungus that people get when they.
Oh, come on!
Damn,
that's horrible.
Migraines are terrible too.
75 points from House Lannister. Shit. Just and I'm only saying House Lannister because I know you're a Lannister gal, and I don't know your Hogwarts house.
Yeah,
although I'm going to guess. Right, that's exactly what I was about to guess.
Yeah,
both you and Tanya, I peg as Ravenclaw.
Hey, you're
I've been told according to Pottermore, I am a Gryffindor, but there's a couple other tests. I'm Gryffindor with heavy Ravenclaw traits.
Yeah, same. I'm Ravenclaw with heavy Gryffindor.
I'm always Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
I never watched
but,
Harry Potter, so.
But fuck that hateful bitch Joanne.
Wait, hold on. Excuse me, sir. Did you say you've never watched Harry Potter?
I'm Slytherin door. I watched the first one.
Wait. So can we sort you into a sorting hat? Can we send you that quiz real quick as someone who never watches it?
Yeah,
1 second.
go ahead.
Yeah, hold on.
Let's do that online
Drop
right
the
now.
link in the private chat.
Yeah, I'm going
All right.
to.
Well, my tricks were horrible. I'm having nail fungus and long ass toenails. It's horrible.
Socks are a wrap.
All right, wait. Did anyone else? Nikki, you did your ass. Tanya, you just did your ass.
We're just waiting for you,
AK.
baby girl.
Did Sean? You didn't do yours?
He did his first wipe, clean wipe.
Oh yeah. Okay, shit.
Please get a bit
All right.
there. You're awesome.
I gotta put it in. Yeah, Tanya already demolished my writer's dreams.
Sorry.
Yeah, but you can recover from that. And you know what? Maybe that's AK. That's how you create generational wealth. So did she really demolish?
Well, copyrights end like 90 years after the creator dies, so it wouldn't work out for her.
Unless they're re-upped by the estate. Yeah.
Yeah. So
anyway,
okay. So I will say then I will be a very successful YouTuber with whatever series of videos I come out with.
But they're always going to end up as fanfic on OnlyFans.
I'm not mad about that though.
Oh, okay. What's going to happen?
The first time I told you all about my fan fiction, I told you I write.
And you won't be able to monetize them.
See, damn it. Why?
Hold on. You won't be able to moderate them.
Ooh.
And your dislikes will.
Wait, hold on. Wait, say that again. Say that again, Tanya.
I said it'll be OnlyFans sexy fanfic that you can't moderate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just think about what the internet does.
She's not mad.
Well,
try harder.
OnlyFans.
think about the AI implications.
No, well, see, okay, I'm asking because I really don't know that much about OnlyFans. Are there chat rooms in OnlyFans? Because I don't think I would need to moderate that. Like I'm the one that's uploading the content,
I meant on YouTube. So... I meant on YouTube. You can't moderate.
Okay.
Or monetize.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it'll just be.
What are you gonna say?
All the sexy bots will be in there.
Oh man. Oh yeah. So your YouTube channel, you will have 10 times more dislikes than likes.
Damn. Just boo.
That just kicks me like all out the algorithm. Good Lord.
I don't wish that for
man.
you. I don't wish that.
I want this to become a whole segment where we just give people tricks and charms and tricks all day long.
Nikki, you have been on. Actually, both of y'all have been on my drunken streams. Okay, we could very easily make this a category.
All your streams are drunken streams, ma'am.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
They have
Right.
been some of my favorite times.
They have been very good times. It's
I
10:30.
appreciate that.
And we have gone over again. Usually this is only an hour, Sean. Usually it's from 9 to 10, but lately we've
But
just been wilding out.
Well, first of all, it is Halloween night.
It is
It is
Halloween,
this is the finale of our spooky season film festival.
And-
and we're
Indeed.
taking a break after this.
We're
Yeah.
taking it. We're not going to be back
Yes.
until December, in which we do. 1 second. Let me refer to our calendar. Yeah, no book club in November, and no
30 Tuesday in
30
November.
Tuesdays.
Mhm.
No.
We have
30 Tuesdays, December
Gremlins.
19th. We'll be back with Gremlins.
Gremlins.
And
And then
Ghostbusters.
for book
Oh.
club.
Wait. Did we decide? Because on my thing it says Gremlins, Ghostbusters 2, or The Grinch. We have to pick one.
Oh, we have to pick one. Okay. And
Can I
then
please
we were gonna do for
volunteer
book
for all of
club.
those?
Yes. For book club, we were gonna do the Aldous Huxley book.
Mhm.
What's it
Brave
called?
New World.
What is that?
Brave New World, right? That's what we're
Yeah.
doing?
Brave New World.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so December book club, Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. And for 30 Tuesday, we're either gonna do the Grinch. I'm leaning towards Grinch.
I'm done. I only saw
Which-
The Grinch
which
in its
version?
entirety.
Jim Carrey.
The
only
Jim
version.
Carrey
Okay.
version.
I'm just
Okay.
kidding. The OG
That's
is great.
not. Did you
I'm
see how
just
I
kidding.
popped up?
I know. The OG is absolutely great. I'm just kidding. But there's like
My
a newer
spirit
one.
got all ruffled.
There's a newer one
Uh,
that I ignore.
So what's
Yeah.
Hufflepuff?
But
Huh?
What's
Hufflepuff?
You got Hufflepuff?
Yeah, 40% Hufflepuff.
Aw, you're a sweetheart.
Wait, are you in Hufflepuff?
40,
Yeah.
40%
Just got sorted in
Okay.
Hufflepuff.
Here for it?
Yeah, I only saw The Grinch in its entirety for the first time last year because I told Tanya I don't like movies, even though I mentioned like a Freddy prequel. Like I don't like movies that go back and give villains backstories to like justify their motivations for doing fuck shit. Like I want you just to be evil. I don't need to know that people made fun of you as a kid. You know,
Yeah.
like that like ruined the appeal to me. But I did give it a chance last year, and I watched the whole thing at my friend's Christmas party, and it was
It's
hilarious.
so good though.
So I revived.
So good.
I changed my position on it, and it is an acceptable movie.
Apparently,
And
Jim
can I
Carrey
just
was
say-
really mean to the makeup artist, but we can talk about that in December.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, I
heard
just want to make a
stories
note
about
that I've been sitting here so properly this whole time because I'm in a full hoop skirt and it is driving me nuts.
You said a full
right.
what?
Hoop skirt.
Oh,
Yeah, that old English
oh
is
wow.
coming out.
I always
Yeah,
wonder
And
how.
I appreciate the outfit. Well done.
Thank you. I wanted to win Halloween.
And you did.
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
time to plug stuff. We did our
All right.
charms and tricks. It's time to plug stuff. Nikki and I just plugged our December plans.
December.
AK, what do you have to plug?
Well, sadly, tomorrow we were gonna wrap up the Nancy trilogy with Wes Craven's New Nightmare, but we have to shelve that until next year because of stupid YouTube copy strike that is unwarranted. So I'm fighting that right now. Thursday, I'll be on with the boys fandom and DJ 11. We're going to talk about the latest episodes of Gen V. If you haven't
I watched the first
Gen
one.
V,
I actually watched the
Can
first
you drop
three.
the link to
were
the
you
channel?
into it?
So into
What'd
it.
you say?
Drop the link to
Tanya?
the channel in the chat.
Yes, I will do.
Yeah, 100%
let's
into it. I am up for it.
after that, probably gonna be doing some more battling with YouTube so I can get my streaming privileges back. But if not, I'll be on with the ladies on Monday, Minute Meeks and Lady Diligence.
I think you
chatting
should still
on
do your
Meeks'
Nancy
channel.
thing because it's gonna be Halloween until it's Christmas. So I think you should still do your other.
Here,
Hey, well,
here.
I got to see if the ban gets lifted. So once
Right.
it does, and I'm hoping it's sooner rather than later. Then yeah, I'll hit y'all up first to schedule. it,
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm super
Okay.
down. And if you should you have a chance to watch Goosebumps, sign me up. I am 100%.
Absolutely,
gonna do that.
absolutely.
Sending
I will
Goosebumps,
remember
yeah.
that. Let's see, what else do I have coming up? I feel like there's something I'm forgetting, and I
I
can't
mean,
remember.
just check out our writers, AK on AK's channel, the short stories that we did for Spooky Season because they are
Yes,
all really
if
good.
if
Very
you guys scroll up, Nikki did post a link to that full playlist, and it includes all of our short stories plus the Spooky Season streams that I've done. I was on with the ladies for Beetlejuice, and also for that Inner Sanctum episode, which was very fun. And this one, so will be in that playlist. So go check us out. And just stay tuned. If you haven't subbed to me yet, please give me a sub, and you'll see all the things come out when they do.
Invincible season 2 is
Invincible.
Friday.
Oh,
Ooh,
damn!
looking forward to that, definitely.
Such a good show. Such a good show. Shout out to Glenn from The Walking Dead because he's one of the main character voice actors in that.
Sean, the universe. Anything to plug?
Just good old.
Other than being the best DM ever, even though you're the only DM I've ever had, but still, you're still the best ever.
Yeah. Well, I believe I'm the best DM ever too, so you ain't wrong about that.
Ow.
Just a whole lot of D&D stuff. I actually thought of a nice plot for Vicky and Matrix should she want to play, to really enjoy the game. It would allow y'all to be in the game, to be in Weldon and help Tanya's character out. If y'all play D&D, there's a game on Saturday. I got 2 spots for. It's a 10-minute maze. Did you do the 10? You did the 10-minute maze.
I did the 10-minute maze. Yeah, that was with the bears and the honey and.
Yeah.
What platform do you guys play on?
So just Discord and D&D Beyond, because I'll miss the theater of the mind because them maps be taking too long to make and battle.
Okay.
Too long.
Tanya, if you could email me those links, because I've only done it with Roll20.
Oh yeah, we did Roll20.
We did Roll20, but
when we fought that troll.
Y'all fought a huge troll. There was 12 people in that. It was 3 parties at once fighting a whole lot. There was a lot. There was a lot going on that day. But yeah, a whole lot of D&D shit going on. I do want to ask y'all, because y'all do horror movies. Do y'all ever do A24 movies?
We've only done Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Everywhere All at Once, yeah.
But I'm down with A24.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're low key a hidden gem. Even though
that's the only one we've covered. That's the only one we've covered.
Oh,
like,
y'all saw.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just talking to Mitra about A24 movies.
Yeah, because Infinity Room messed me up. Infinity Room was wild.
I haven't watched that. I'll check that out.
That's really wild. But yeah, D&D shit and watching these streams, I really have fun. Like even when I'm just messaging, y'all are dope. So
thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Is there any link you can put for anybody who wants to join?
Or
whatever information you would use for someone to join.
Yeah, I'm definitely still working on that, Jackie. I'm gonna give them probably till the end of this week, because what usually happens is once you get a copyright claim, YouTube just automatically cuts your video or pulls it for whatever they do, and you have to send a counter claim for that. So I think the company that issues the copyright has like 14 days to show paperwork of an actual court case being put against me or whoever they're going after. And
did you know that we got one, Nikki? We got a copyright strike. Did you know that?
On what?
I don't remember, but it was bullshit. It was like Russian bot, like absolute bullshit. And I sent a threatening email, and then it was disappeared.
Yeah,
and that's what I suspect
don't worry
is
about
going
them.
to happen here.
I don't worry about them because of who my partner here is.
Because you have an IP lawyer partner?
Yes, because of that.
Yeah, I handled that like it was handled literally within hours. I was like, oh, fuck this noise.
Yeah, it's really absurd. YouTube's system for looking and evaluating these things is really jank. So they have 14 days to show that. So I think it's business days. So we have to wait that full time.
Yeah.
Where did the Sean go?
He left, but it's cool.
Oh, there he is.
Not that we don't miss him.
No,
but
I was trying to log in on the computer because it's not letting me put my link in using my phone.
Oh yeah, that's because you don't have a wrench next to your name. If you put it in the StreamYard private chat, then
I can copy it. And
the ladies can copy it to the actual chat. Yeah.
Or send it to Tanya, and Tanya can send it and put it in the thingy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
I love that you believe in me this much, but I've been on a diet of boxed wine and
I do.
Guinness.
I do.
I was like, I think
Wait.
I'm getting sick because I feel so thirsty, and usually that's how I feel before I get sick. And then I was like, when's the last time I drank water?
You ever
And then I
have
drank
Guinness
water,
Punch?
and now I feel better. Huh?
Y'all ever have Guinness Punch?
I love Guinness Punch.
I've never had it. I've been waiting for Tanya to make
I'm
it.
gonna.
I've
I'm
never
so
had that
sorry I haven't
either.
made it. I'm so. I've been drinking it since I was a kid. In fact, I didn't know Guinness was beer until I was 13, and I tried to buy
How?
some because I had Guinness Punch all the time. So I was like, it's not beer, it's punch. It's like I thought it was like Malta. I thought it was like Malta, but it tasted way better than Malta. And then I wanted to buy some, and they didn't have it at the store I went to. And then I found out you had to get it at a liquor store, and I was like, why? And they're like, it's beer, bitch. And I was like,
that is hilarious. Yeah, we all, me and my cousins, we all had, separate doses of Guinness in our younger years.
oh, Guinness Punch
And
is the best.
there is one thing that we actually were told was medicine, and it's like just a warm Guinness, basically.
Yes.
It's supposed
Heat
to
it on
help.
the
It's
stove
supposed to
and
help
it
bring in your
will-
breast milk too,
Okay, did not know that one.
Yeah.
because of the high
But it
amount of
makes
like
sense.
barley
You
or
know?
something. Nikki, when you come over to watch Rocky Horror Picture Show, I'll make Guinness Punch.
Okay.
Also,
Rocky
rest in peace to our
Horror.
friend James, because he was supposed to come over to watch that too,
And Nightmare Before
Aw.
Christmas.
and Nightmare Before Christmas, and he didn't get to do that before he passed.
Oh,
So that
I'm
sucks.
so sorry.
I wish I had
But on-
Condolences. R.I.P.
On a sweeter note, Sulu keeps calling Nightmare Before Christmas Merry Christmas Halloween. And he asked twice today
I
to watch
appreciate
Merry
that.
Christmas Halloween. And I was like, you can absolutely watch Merry Christmas Halloween.
But
Yep.
tell them what he said, what he was doing this morning when you woke up.
He goes, I was getting him dressed into his second costume, because he had his first costume Saturday at the zoo, and his second costume for school, and then the third costume for trick-or-treating, because I love Halloween. And as I was getting him dressed, he starts going, this is Halloween, this is Halloween. And I was like,
I love it. I love
and then
it.
I came up on him, I was like, in this town we call home. And he was like, it was excellent. I loved it.
Can I just say, I went and I saw that movie last week in theaters, because I've never seen Nightmare Before Christmas in theaters before, and they do it every year. And this year was the 30th anniversary.
Nice.
I wanted to do it, and I just could not.
Except I got the
Except?
tickets to the 4DX experience. And I almost died.
What is that?
That's where the chairs rock around and they put waters and things in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
How are people supposed to eat while you're doing that? I almost choked on my popcorn
Can't.
3 times.
Interesting.
I did a 4DX shark show once at the aquarium, and Ellington cried.
Aw.
Because the shark like jumps out in your face and water splashes on you, and it was too scary for him.
in your face. Like my
He
popcorn
was
was
not
going
here
like
for
this.
it.
It was terrible. I don't know how
Yeah.
you eat. Like you have to eat during the trailers,
Yeah.
which I didn't know. I was like, wait, what is happening with my chair?
Can you imagine if you were high then? You take an edible, go to do, and don't realize you signed up for that. just think you're-
I
you're
was
like, what was
rattled
it?
afterwards.
You think
I
you
was like,
accidentally
"What?"
took meth.
Dude, I was like, thank
Hey.
God I didn't go see an action movie, because that would have been terrible.
No, you've never accidentally taken a little whatever.
I mean, we do it all the
accidentally
time.
take meth. You never had your nose
Aren't you on meth now?
collapsed? Never had your nose collapse.
Hey,
before? It happens. It happens.
I guess. I'm gonna take your
Some
word
people's
for that.
noses collapse. Whatever.
All
I'm
right.
missing out.
Hey, Nikki,
On that, yes.
if you can, like, if you and Tanya will be down, can you add to the list maybe a discussion on some of the dark theories of our childhood and younger years cartoons and whatnots? Particularly, like
I thought you were just
Ed,
saying
Ed,
about
Nettie,
younger
and
years.
Recess.
Period.
I was like, I don't know if I want to do that.
I was about to say, bitch, do you want nightmares?
All of them.
Trauma,
I
trauma,
fully
trauma.
encompassing all of them. Yeah, the first thing that comes to mind is Ed, Ed, and Nettie.
Powerpuff Girls and
don't
Samurai
remember that
Jack
show.
had one too.
Samurai Jack. See, I don't really. I never
Samurai
really watched
Jack,
Ed,
yeah.
Ed, and Eddie.
And Powerpuff Girls. Samurai Jack and Powerpuff Girls.
Yep, Samurai
did
Jack is connected
Powerpuff
to Powerpuff Girls in that theory. Yeah.
So you're saying
Yeah,
you
I
want a trauma bond live on YouTube? I didn't watch Ed, Ed, and Eddie
It's my
or
favorite type of
Samurai Jack.
bonding.
There's
I didn't
many
either,
others.
actually.
Time for
you know what my
trauma.
dark cartoon was? It was The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
That was good.
I didn't
Yes.
watch that either.
Did you ever watch the crossover with them and Kids Next Door?
No.
Can we
Okay.
please put that on the list?
These
I'll
are
add
things
it.
that I have
Right.
not watched.
Such
I'm
a
gonna
good
add that
crossover.
under 30 Tuesdays, Coco Melon, parentheses, hear us out.
Only if we can just spend the whole time. We have to bring Mila on and only talk about that black dad who fries
Well,
okra.
that's the reason we're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. They
That's
made the
another
black
shame.
dad like super hot and he fries okra. I'm like, okay, so you had some black consultants on this, I see. In the town we call home, everyone hail to the pumpkin song.
Jägermeister was cough medicine. I have heard that also.
It is. It's disgusting.
It's absolutely
What?
horrid.
One day I'll tell you guys offline the story about the last time I had Jägermeister.
Well, we can do it offline as we close this show because we are
All right.
46 minutes
Well
over time.
Thanks, Universe, for joining us. Thanks, AK, for joining
Don't
us.
hang
As
up.
Always a
Don't hang up.
pleasure.
Y'all
Don't
stay
hang
here.
up.
That's
But-
Tanya.
Yes.
I'm always Nikki. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. End stream.